How strong is Gohan in the Tournament of Power, and how was his power different between the anime and the manga? Well, in this video, you'll learn all these things and more, so stick around to the end to get all the evidence. Firstly, I want to thank Wayne Cannon for suggesting this video. Thank you, Wayne. I'm sorry it took over 3 months to do this video. Utterly shameful, isn't it?
A shameful display!
So Gohan was one character in Dragon Ball who did well out of the Tournament of Power, in my opinion. After starting the arc weaker than in the Buu saga, he regained the ability to transform into Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 2, and finally regained his ultimate powers whilst training with Piccolo. And all this powering took only 40 hours!
40 hours!
How much more do we possibly want from Gohan? Well, actually, Gohan had been training with Piccolo for about a year since after Resurrection F, but this confirmed what Vegeta said in episode 30 and in the manga, that Gohan has the most potential ability of all the Dragon Team. All these events happened in the anime and manga for the most part. As a result, Gohan in the anime only was able to put up a fight against Super Saiyan Blue Goku, appearing at times to be even with this godly level of power. I'm convinced this was a serious fight, as Gohan kept telling his father to give everything because he said he was. It's easy to see that Gohan was one-shotted by Goku's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, of which the multiplier is unknown, but Gohan was approximately Goku's Super Saiyan Blue power level just before the tournament, or at the very minimum, Super Saiyan God Goku level. After this initial summary of Gohan's power before the tournament, now we're going to go in depth into every fight that Gohan had before and during the tournament. On a side note, guys, consider subscribing to us if you're into Dragon Ball, and hit the bell so you don't miss any uploads. And actually, the best way to stay notified is by following me on Twitter, as sometimes YouTube notifications are lazy like Beerus. The first fight Gohan got involved in was in episode 80 against Lavender. This was Gohan's first proper fight since Resurrection F, and he stated he was rusty without his ultimate powers and needed to gauge his own power. Despite getting poisoned by Lavender's poison blow, Gohan vowed to everyone that he would only use his own power to fight. Gohan and Goku both knew this was perfect training, as Gohan couldn't sense Lavender or see him. In this fight, we got more confirmation that Gohan can surpass his normal efforts whenever he is forced into a difficult fight situation, and this was a recurring theme throughout this arc, like it was in Dragon Ball Z, as we'll see later. Against Lavender, Gohan figured out how to transform into Super Saiyan, and he used the key active radar Super Saiyan technique to find out Lavender's location by bouncing his own ki off Lavender. Transforming into Super Saiyan would have been the best thing against most opponents, but by using the form, Lavender's poison spread faster, leading to his body failing suddenly. However, Gohan pushed himself to the max despite the poison, and I'd say he won this fight by risking his body completely to KO Lavender in that grapple and dive combo. And after Goku praised his strength, Gohan said that he needed to become stronger, as he knew he hadn't awakened his ultimate power yet. The second Gohan fight in this arc was against Krillin in episode 84. Gohan lost based on Krillin's 100 times solar flare technique, which surprised him, and he couldn't stop himself falling out of the ring. Krillin's attacks were weak and couldn't affect Gohan head on, and even after getting hit out of the ring, Gohan recovered quickly using the Bukujutsu. Gohan wasn't using his full strength, as he was there to gauge Krillin's power, but interestingly, the anime reveals that Gohan might have gotten hundreds of times stronger through training before the tournament, as he regained his ultimate powers after Piccolo's grueling training. So leading on from this, Gohan's next involvement was training with Piccolo in episode 88. Goku felt that Gohan should have been a lot stronger than he was in the exhibition matches, so upon hearing this, Piccolo committed to help Gohan get his fighting sense back. Gohan transformed into Super Saiyan, but Piccolo easily repelled him, making Piccolo stronger than Lavender from Universe 9. Piccolo showed Gohan that he couldn't get his ultimate power back because he was building his training on feelings of protecting his loved ones. Piccolo said Gohan lacked the heart of a warrior, and that he was arrogant of his power since the time of fighting Super Buu, which led to his defeat since then. Gohan later transformed into Super Saiyan 2, but then Piccolo showed some of his true power that he had trained solidly for all the time Gohan was studying. Gohan lost to Piccolo, but afterwards, through Piccolo's advice, he reawakened his ultimate form and was adamant he would give everything he had when fighting. Gohan then beat Piccolo for the most part, destroying all his clones, but lost because he let his guard down again. This is just the same as with Super Buu's absorption, and Piccolo said he needed to 100% finish the enemy and not be like his father with his weak endgame. Despite gaining his ultimate powers back, Piccolo believed Gohan could still get even stronger because Piccolo could see more of Gohan's power lying dormant for all the years. Gohan's next fight was against Goku in episode 90. At first, Gohan fought in his base and stated he was far from his full power. Shortly after releasing his ultimate power, Gohan repelled Goku's base and told Goku he was pursuing an ultimate form that has never been seen before, one achieved through a different pathway. Gohan then gave Goku everything he had, outclassing Goku Super Saiyan 2 and matching Super Saiyan Blue. This was a completely serious fight because Gohan was giving everything he had and Goku honoured Gohan's request to do the same. It wasn't training, so it's likely the power scaling is somewhat reliable. At the end, Gohan told Goku to give everything he had too, so Goku powered up into Super Saiyan Blue Kaioshin, and it was only at that point did Gohan lose when they jousted with their fists. Therefore, before the Tournament of Power, Gohan was around Goku's Super Saiyan Blue power, as Gohan was landing attacks at this level and could somewhat hold his own. But in reality, it's more likely that Gohan was around Super Saiyan God Goku's level. The next fight was Gohan against Botamo in episode 103. Gohan had improved through Piccolo's training, so he didn't drop his guard anymore. He didn't let his arrogance get the better of him and repelled Botamo's counterattack perfectly. Gohan displayed fighting prowess in the fight also against Obni in episode 103. Despite Obni manipulating his own ki to disorient Gohan's ki sensing, Gohan resisted him by initially taking Obni's attack and then launching his own counterattack. He sustained damage, but after a short time reduced Obni's stamina to the point where he couldn't maintain ki manipulation. Gohan had far greater stamina and ki control than Obni, and he showed fighting genius to develop the superior strategy. Then in the fight against Jimitsu, Gohan was outclassed by the speed of the Yardrat due to excessive use of the instantaneous movement technique. Gohan noted that Jimitsu was too strong in this state and that he would have to stop the use of this technique. However, the fight was interrupted by Frieza, who easily outclassed Jimitsu in his final form, who showed superior senses in countering Jimitsu's speed. Usually in Dragon Ball, if a warrior is stronger, their speed increases as well, as Vegeta stated so in Dragon Ball Z manga chapter 55. So in this case, it seems that Frieza's final form was much stronger than Gohan's base, but we know that Gohan wasn't going all out because Frieza said he wasn't using Super Saiyan or anything near his true ultimate power, as he could tell Gohan was instead gauging his opponent's power using his base form. When Gohan powered up to ultimate, he pushed back Frieza into his golden form. However, as we all know, Frieza was only pretending to go all out against Gohan and made his attacks to be ineffective. Therefore, this fight with Golden Frieza isn't good to power scale Gohan, as Gohan was acting whilst reacting to Frieza's blows. And that's all I think we can say here. Then in episode 118, Gohan fought against the Universe 6 Namekians. These two Namekians had assimilated with hundreds of Namekians to become vastly stronger in strength and speed. When Gohan powered up into Ultimate, he was clearly stronger and held his own very well, allowing Piccolo to charge up his special beam cannon on 2 occasions. However, Gohan's Kamehameha wasn't strong enough to defeat the Namekians until Piccolo unleashed the Mechanical Sappo, piercing both the warriors, leading to their immediate defeat. The last 2 fights Gohan was involved in were against Toppo briefly in episode 123, and then versus Dyspo in episode 124. Most people underestimate Dyspo's power and speed. He was very formidable with his light speed mode and forced Goku to use his Super Saiyan God and then Blue forms to keep him at bay. Therefore, Dyspo's power was somewhere between God Goku and Blue Goku. Clearly, Dyspo was too much for Ultimate Gohan and Golden Frieza combined, but only due to his speed. Once Frieza caged Dyspo in and stopped his superior speed advantage, Gohan was evenly matched with Dyspo head to head, which shows Gohan is above Goku's Super Saiyan God power. Dyspo is one of the exceptions though to the higher power, higher speed Dragon Ball lore, as he had a special technique which could raise his speed only several hundreds of thousands of times more, but his strength remained the same. We should praise Gohan for when Frieza couldn't hold the cage anymore, Gohan grappled Dyspo in his light speed mode and sacrificially dropped him out of the ring with himself. Yes, Gohan did get eliminated, but Gohan was the master at eliminating so many universal fighters, and here he took out one of the top 5 enemy fighters in the 8 universes. So all Gohan fans like me should be happy that he did so well, and especially now that the dust has settled 2 years after we saw these episodes. But Gohan decided to eliminate Dyspo for certain, which helped Goku and Vegeta to focus only on Toppo and Jiren. The Dyspo fight shows why Gohan couldn't outclass Toppo. Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta were evenly matched with Toppo, so because Gohan struggled, we can determine he wasn't quite as strong as Goku Super Saiyan Blue whilst in the tournament. Plus Gohan's ultimate powers were not enough to defeat Dyspo, who wasn't as strong as Toppo's base. In terms of the manga, the only one of these fights that vaguely happened was Gohan faced off against all 3 of the trio Dodangers in the actual tournament. This fits with the anime as before Gohan had regained his ultimate powers, he could fight and beat Lavender. So of course after regaining ultimate, he could take on and push back all 3 of the woeful wolves. In the manga, the fight that got the most attention for Gohan was of course against Super Saiyan Kefla. Now in this fight, the manga made Gohan look stronger than he was in the anime because he was completely matching Super Saiyan Kefla's power. Kale had wrecked Golden Frieza and Blue Goku had struggled against her too, however, Gohan was able to match a far stronger Super Saiyan Kefla. So the manga made Gohan far stronger than the anime and was likely around Super Saiyan Blue Goku in power. Gohan wasn't stronger than Goku though, as Krillin stated so. I was asked to provide my opinion on Gohan's power in the Tournament of Power arc, and so here I will present my separate rankings for Gohan in the manga and anime. So in the anime, I've got Goku as 1, Jiren at 2, Vegeta 3, Toppo 4, Kefla 5, Dyspo 6, because all struggled against him except Hip, but it's debatable. 7 Gohan, so Gohan is at number 7. Hit 8, number 9 Golden Frieza, and number 10 Kale. And the reasoning for this was that Gohan was as strong as Dyspo but was outclassed in terms of speed and he didn't have Hit's techniques, and Goku had to use Super Saiyan Blue against Dyspo to keep up, so that's why in the anime I believe Dyspo is above Gohan. Now in the manga, I got Goku at 1, number 2 is Jiren, 3 is Vegeta, Toppo is 4th, number 5 is Gohan, number 6 Kefla, number 7 Hit, number 8 Legendary Super Saiyan Kale, number 9 Golden Frieza, and number 10 Dyspo. And the reasoning for this, that Gohan is higher than Kefla here, although Gohan was equal in power to Kefla, I rank him higher because he was an unfused being. And because he's unfused, just a single being, I believe he has an advantage over a fused being because they have used some technique to get to that level of power. So that's why I place him higher. I'm personally glad that Gohan did so well in both the anime and manga storytelling, and I'm not mad that he didn't defeat a more powerful opponent such as Toppo or Jiren. To think that Gohan was going to be the strongest of all and that all the tournament would be just unrealistic. And let's not forget that Gohan has finally overcome his arrogance and poor battle strategy to become a calculative fighter who knows how to win and give his all at the critical moment. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Gohan's power in the Tournament of Power arc down below in the comment section below, and also whether you agree or disagree with my thoughts. And once again, thank you very much Wayne Cannon for suggesting this video. It's been an absolute pleasure and I hope you enjoyed it, mate. And also guys, if you missed it, check out this video up here in the corner. It's about why future Gohan was so weak in the future timeline. So I think you'll really enjoy that one, so definitely go check it out up here. Thank you. Thanks guys for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please Kaioshin that like button and subscribe to expand your knowledge of Dragon Ball and get coverage of Super. So I'll see you in the next video, but until then, I challenge you to watch the following videos of mine. Alright? Cheers guys. Kai Kai.